Welcome back in, folks. The year-to-date rainfall, well, it's been pretty impressive. And Tyler, we are just above normal, which is some great news because, well, we're starting to fall below normal there for just a little bit. Longview, we're still slightly above normal with about 37 inches in the cup and then 42 inches there in Lufkin. So for the year, we're doing pretty good. Unfortunately, for the month, we're not doing as good. And with drier conditions in my forecast, things could become a bit of a problem for us as we get into next week with the lack of cooler temperatures, or the lack of rainfall, I should say, on the way. Now, we'll get to that here in just a second, but as we look at that high temperature trend, we're looking at highs in the 60s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with 70s returning for the weekend and early next week. So all in all, we are looking at some comfortable temperatures, but as we move into November, which starts on Saturday, by the way, make sure you remind yourself of that, but November starts on Saturday, we will see some changing conditions. Now, at the front, it brought us those storms yesterday. It has now moved off into the Gulf and no longer a problem for us, and we won't see any severe weather for the distant future. Now, as we look at the rainfall percent of normal over the last 30 or so days, we have seen some good returns on our rainfall from northern Anderson into portions of Cherokee and Smith County. But for the remainder of the area, we're still running some slight deficits. Not everybody picked up 5 inches of rain last weekend, so it is still a bit of a problem for us. But as we look at that drought monitor, it's getting pretty bad in central Texas, but for us here in East Texas, things have gotten a lot better. We'll go ahead and zoom in closer to our area, and you can see in deep East Texas, we do have that drought. We're going to have another updated one for you tomorrow, so we'll have updated data that will incorporate this past weekend's update with all the rainfall into that equation there. But again, that comes out tomorrow. High temperatures today in the lower 60s. It will be the coolest day from a high temperature standpoint that we've had all season. And then low temperatures tonight will be falling into the 40s. So there will be another bite to the air tonight, and that is expected to continue for a while. However, precipitation not looking all that great. Very dry weather pattern over the next 6 to 10 days, which gets us through the first week of November, and then it's going to remain warm from a temperature standpoint. As we look at the next 7, highs will be in the 60s and 70s, lows will be in the 40s and 50s. Plenty of sunshine over the next 7 days. And then as we look at deep East Texas, similar deal. Highs will remain in the 60s and 70s with lows in the 40s and 50s.